I've played this game once before. Alright. We're actually streaming. Okay, hold on. How long has it been since I streamed? Damn, 2 months since I last streamed. That was like a 23-second stream. What the fuck's wrong with me? Okay. Alright. I'm feeling a bit sick right now. Don't really want to get into anything too intense, but I am going to start a new game. I played this game once before. I know like the general... I kind of stopped playing it. Well, I completed the game. I completed one of like the 7 storylines. But I can't exactly remember all parts. But I did complete it. So yeah. Oh boy. Hello.
Neo San Francisco, 2064 AD.
I'll try to stay quiet during
The
this
world thrives on a constant flow of groundbreaking technology. Cybernetic augmentation and genetic modification allow the repair and enhancement of almost any part of a human body. Millions of people jack into virtual worlds every day to work, play, and connect with one another with advanced brain-to-machine technology. Easier access to genetic modification leaves hybrids walking the streets, looking less human every day. However, some can't keep up with the fast-paced changes around them. They say that ROMs, now commonplace thanks to Parallax, are leading humans to a place where we can never come back, losing the survival skills that we have relied on for millennia. Relationship organizational managers are compiled with virtual intelligence and can seem human-like in their interactions. But despite the marketing hype, at their core, they are only brainless machines. Organizations, like the Human Revolution, seek to slow the relentless pace of progress, fearing that unchecked technology will make us lose the very things that make us human.
I remember that part.
High above the rising tension below, a Parallax engineer has blurred the line even further. And with this, humanity's destiny will be altered forever.
I remember a lot of parts, but I just don't want to spoil the game for anyone who hasn't, for anyone who watches this in the future and doesn't know what this game is. So I'm hoping, you know, channel grows, yada yada yada. This is 2064 ROM. Okay, maybe not so sweet. Musty might be a better descriptor. I forgot I can talk to dang near every item in my room. Give the book a pep talk. Keep that window open. Hold your position. Don't lose focus. It's not even doing reps. Out of all the books on the shelf, you picked this slacker. The classics can get pretty boring fast after multiple reads. Besides, it's more useful holding on to the... It is kind of pretty cool how in this game's future image of the year 2064, we still use books. Like actual paperback books. Ooh. Oh, I have an ID card. This cup is really cooled off on talking. Oh yeah, because I said talk to it. It lost the hots for you a while ago. Ouch. That one hurts. Take a sip of the old stale coffee. The letters F and K seem clear as day. It's also really gross. Coffee, the great equalizer. The one thing that the poor and rich alike need to chug through the day, you assume. Just to check something on my phone real quick. I will talk to the plants. See, plants react positively to conversation, but this poor thing might be too far gone already. Careful. Poor thing's more fragile than a snowflake. Single piece of loose paper, unsorted papers. Unsorted paper lies. Oh my god, I can't read. A single piece of loose, unsorted paper lies on the ground. Pair of GX Ultra Beats headphones, the ultimate in budget audio. You better try them out so you can start crafting your review. Okay, so yeah, I had to make a review on these. Ultra Beats, yeah, do a product review on. They're smart headphones, so you should be able to use them with things lying around your apartment. Oh yeah, I can hear like whatever things make. Oh, that's pretty cool. So I'm guessing YMO is a band, some kind of band or a music group. All blank. There's nothing to read here. Read or hear. Paying people is the most tangible method, but if you're gonna be sloppy, if you're gonna be so sloppy, maybe doing digital would be a good goal. Now, your principals whine too much at the thought. Would Hemingway go full digital if he were in 2064? Probably. That's like, if he had the technology, he would have done that. He would have done that one. That would be cool. You sync up the headphones and listen to a live stream of a cooking show about making ramen using household materials. Unfortunately, you learn that mustard and spoiled milk aren't quite enough to make good ramen. But I got that information from connecting the headphones to a refrigerator. That would be a cool idea. So like you could like wear the headphones, connect your headphones to your refrigerator, and just like get recipes for whatever's in your fridge. Don't exactly know what the ooze is, only that it seems to be growing day by day. Seems like my sink is a tad dirty. Headphones to you're laying down and begin to play some soothing ocean sound effects. That's pretty cool. Hey now, you're getting paid to write this interview. No one expects you to be this morally grounded. Sync automatically to the headphones. Sync automatically as you start to watch a live concert from Oakland. Calm down. You're not gonna get audited on your Times headphones used quota. That was a little weird to read. Can I listen to my plant? No. Don't listen. It's not a good vibe. Okay, my plant is very angry with me, I guess. Okay, so I'm trying to use my ID card on my coffee, and the game's just saying no, super no, mega no, ultra no, omega no. Well, no. Nah. Nah. Nah, okay, yeah, I think that's what I was gonna say. Ah, good old Lappy. It may not be the most powerful, or the fastest, or have the best screen, but, well, it works. But in 2064, the freaking, like, Alienware laptops we have now are gonna be, like, the low tier item, like the low tier technological equipment, even though it's like higher tier now. I think Alienware is like the most popular one. I will talk to my computer. Looking pretty hot there, Lappy. Like, literally hot. Overheating. As usual. Alright, let's boot this laptop. Lappy's a bit of a relic. You have an article due tonight. Better finish it before bed. Your inbox, a hell so terrifying, so specific, so personal, so... Wait. That no other living thing should dare enter. Luckily, you're the only one with the password. This is Lips Live, the premier online video network. This app is like a mesh of all active streams. So it's like YouTube. The GX Ultra Beats syncs to Lappy automatically as you connect to one of the less pornographic feeds. So it's like old Tumblr mixed with YouTube. Your best options are usually limited to video game streams, old concert recordings, and live cams of baby animals. Your choice is clear. Lappy's speakers feel neglected, but now you have the first-hand experience needed to start actually writing the review. The first part of work is done. You're so accomplished. What's going on with current events? Human revolution, human vigilant, and hashtag stay human, protests, and upper market. December 19th. The Human Revolution is on day 10 of their protesting outside various Genus clinics around the city, including those in the East Bay and down the peninsula. Genus, the gene splicing treatment facility, has been met with such controversy since the organization reached mainstream exposure over the past few years. Genus employee Mark Crane spoke to OK Today exclusively. According to him, most Genus workers are up in arms, claiming they're being terrorized in their own city. Quote, "We're here to help people who need gene therapy for their own personal reasons, whatever they are," said Crane. "Individual rights have always been a paramount importance to us," he continued, "and we believe that our customers have the right to live as they please or require." The Human Revolution stands behind their claim that Genus is diluting the human experience by providing hybrids with gene splicing treatments. The group feels that the goals stated by Genus, in addition to newer cybernetic technology, are warping humanity into a very scary, dark future. They're playing God in the most senseless of ways. We were born human. Who are we to mess with our genes and start turning everybody into who knows what? Said one protester, who asked to remain anonymous. This is like what's going on today in today's world, with trans people turning to the opposite gender. Ain't that neat? Except this is human people turning into human people with, like, cat ears. It's ridiculous and scary. It's not human. It kind of is. More information to follow as the story develops late into the holiday 2064 season. June Vollmer Anna. Okay, today. Okay, June Vollmer. Okay, Anna June Vollmer is the full name. Charlie Nova, I remember that. He's like a important figure. I don't feel like reading on him though, because just the current event article took way too long. What do I mean it's taking way too long? It's a fucking stream.
Hey, it's Charlie Nova, host of Star in the Stratosphere, and tonight in the stars, join Ryan V. Josio and the Hassy Boys for our 10th annual TMI New Year's Eve special, where I'll interview some of the hottest celebrities and find out what their plans are for 2065. Tune in or join us live at Union Square for the big show, starting at 10 p.m.
Guess I don't have to talk. Sports article. I don't feel like reading about sports. Local news article. Let's just see what the headline says. A story about a broken down Froyo stand. Well, at least in this world, Froyo still exists. Froyo, some pretty neat stuff. Journalogic isn't the fanciest program, but it's the only word editor that still gets upgrades for a machine as old as yours. Alright, time to get work out of the way. Let's do this. Selling your soul, bit by bit. Character by character. Finished. Now I send it off to the editor. There, your big break. Surely your glowing review of GX Ultra Beats is your ticket out of poverty and into a book deal. Surely. Work is finally out of the way. Time for bed. Or, could go through the rest of your emails first. Ooh, let's see what kind of scam mails in the future. Hello there, I am Princess Emma Thomas. Yes, the Princess Emma, heiress to the digital empire of the horse fortune. I write you today as I need your help to secure my great fortune. There's still scams like this. You see, it has become frozen, and I need to transfer it to at least 5 different accounts, or the World Bank will seize my credits, amounting to 420,194.1 credits. Please, if you could send your personal credit ID marker to me immediately so that I can send your 20% of the fortune. I'll only require that you send half back upon receipt of the funds. You may keep the rest of the money. The best part is literally nothing that could go wrong. So grab yourself some Vegemite and welcome to the Queendom. What is this email? Ugh, I don't even want to look at my character's bills. Or do I? Your account is past due in the amount of 1,396.4 credits. Failure to restore your account may result in termination of service. Power plant power. That's like the best name for a company name. Power plant power. Ah, yes, the age-old choice between food or electricity. I personally would go for food. Because I like food. Another article, another paycheck, and it's all going straight to your rent. Get cheap crash. Only 99 creds for 30-day supply, 212 stems. No idea what that means. Promotion mail. Coupon for 5 credits back on a Hassy Infinity. Hasty Infinity has all your daily calories with none of the nutritional value. Like the opposite of a diet version. Nice. An invite to come see the lighting ceremony of the Christmas tree downtown from your friends at Dr. Trisha Lay DD at Dr. Trisha Lay DDS. Why would your dentist invite you to a lighting ceremony? Feels like a trap. Probably a trap. This is your weekly update from Vintage Tech, your #1 source for classic technology. Popular pieces this week: The King of Click, a retrospective on the classic Model N keyboard. I have no choice but to unsubscribe from it. Request denied, subscription cannot be modified. Oof. That's a rough one. Oh, excuse me. Alright. Sleek hums and blips. Sounds secure. You command the door to stay locked. It bleeps stoically at you. Back at you. It's late and nothing's really open right now. Well, at least you feel safe behind this newly installed security door. Copy of Wigfield. Oh yeah, I forgot to check what the book was. Copy of Wigfield seems sometimes the old books are the best, especially to keep your windows propped open. This book is over 60 years old by now, but still looks fresher than few things. Okay, I've never heard of the book Wigfield. So, it says 60 years old, so it came out in 2004. Wigfield book. Well, I'll be a son of a bitch. Novel by Amy Sedaris, Paul Dinello, and Stephen Colbert. Wigfield, that can-do town that just may not. It's a satirical novel by comedians, those three guys mentioned before. 3 of the 4 creators of Comedy Central show Stranger Candy. It was first published on May 7th, 2003 by Hyperion Books. Ain't that fancy. Switch over to the news and instantly regret it. Another Muni price increase, another new company, another disaster, another story not broken by you. This bed only chats back when you're sleep talking. It's not the most well-designed function. You home within your home, nothing like curling up under the blankets and escaping away for a while. That's completely true. I don't think I have anything else to do other than talk to random items inside my room. Hey, my very few viewers, something like that. Should I go to sleep? Or should I stay awake and talk to random items in my room? That is the question here. Sleep is important, but talking to random items might be fun. Sleep would probably progress the story faster, but talking to random items is neat. Yeah, go to sleep. Get out me house.
Ah, good. You're finally awake.
I have a Nutter Butter behind me. I should totally eat that Nutter Butter. Man, what the fuck are you?
I'm honestly not sure why most humans still have such lengthy sleep cycles. It seems rather inconvenient.
Fuck you.
Are you significantly opposed to cybernetic augments?
I'm significantly opposed to things breaking into my house.
Oh, I hope you don't mind. While you were asleep, I had some spare time on my hands, so I reorganized your records and entertainment media using BISAC.
BISAC? I don't know what that means, but it just sounds funny.
Once that was done, I found the cleanliness of your living and workspace to be suboptimal conditions for the long-term performance of my microactuators. So I took the liberty of cleaning the place up a bit.
You literally moved a piece of paper and moved my cup.
As you awoke, I was attempting to interface and make performance adjustments to your personal computer, but I've run into a bit of a snag.
Oh, okay, you imagine it's you.
Unfortunately, your motherboard seems to have had a critical failure while I was attempting to remove some particularly nasty malware.
Hey, don't you judge my porn?
An electrical surge caused significant damage to several other components as well.
If you fucked my computer,
I would consider it no great loss, though. Why were you using that dinosaur to begin with?
'Cause I'm poor.
Don't fret! I did manage to back up your data drive's contents on my storage before the crash. Additionally, I am willing to serve as your personal computer until you can procure a replacement or provide the parts necessary for me to make the repairs.
So assuming your face is the screen, where the fuck's the keyboard?
It is the least I can do. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to engage you in any sort of subterfuge, but I tend to ramble on a bit when I'm nervous.
Big words.
I have all the necessary protocols, but I've never actually spoken to another person besides Hayden, until now. Well, saying I know Hayden is putting it simply, but yes.
Why ain't that fancy? Haven't seen him for over a year. Where is he?
I don't really know. That's why I'm here.
Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. When the screen vibrated, my controller shook so violently, it just like moved across my bed. That's weird.
Help me. You aren't quite my only hope, but you're certainly the most statistically supported.
Ouch. I know I'm pathetic, but ouch. Ah. Okay.
I ran an algorithm against every contact in Hayden's address book. Based on the combined deductions of personal profile, directness of connection to Hayden, occupational skill, and probable motive, you were the candidate most likely to both be able and willing to help me.
Because my occupation is literally writing reviews and staying home. Just like, okay, yeah, because you don't have like a legit job of like, you know, like a legit normal 9 to 5 job, you're the one who's boring enough to help me. Great. Thanks, robot.
And the one least likely to be suspected of doing so. The numbers don't lie about your investigative skills, but I will admit your total lack of recent successes is worrisome.
Oof. Hold on, I'm gonna check the volume on.
Your total lack of...
Okay, yeah, that's easy enough. But how do I sound? Okay, I mean, I'm hearable. I never knew I had like a weird background noise. I may have to change my mic sensitivity.
Don't worry, if Hayden trusted you, I trust you. You're strong-willed and capable.
I don't know if I'm either strong-willed or capable.
If anything, it's worth trying for Hayden.
Sure.
Earlier tonight, Hayden's apartment was assaulted by some persons unknown to me.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
He seemed frightened, terrified even, and instructed me to escape.
Well, did she get
I
out?
crawled out of a window, and after some deliberation, hurried here. I heard them breaking down the door as I left. I don't know. I'm not certain who would benefit the most from taking Hayden prisoner.
You're no coward.
Admittedly, Hayden has become increasingly paranoid as of late, and has warned me to stay alert. But he would never specify anyone I should fear when I asked. It's not as though he has any obvious enemies. There are several multinational corporations that could make use of his engineering skills, but I can't imagine any of them would go as far as snatching him. He is one of the top researchers at Parallax, but there's no way that alone would be enough to get him kidnapped. I suspect it has to do with me.
Who are you anyway? What do you have to do with it?
Ah, excuse me. I forgot to introduce myself. I've never had the pleasure of doing so before. I am Turing.
Turing. Turing.
I know this must sound quite unflattering, but I suppose you could describe me as one of Hayden's experiments. He's currently researching advanced machine intelligence at Parallax. I am a personal side project of his. Exploring true artificial sapience.
Who's the voice actor for Turing?
It's possible that the idea of a sapient machine could scare or tempt an organization into kidnapping him. Either to stop his research
Melissa
or to take it
Hutchinson.
and use it for themselves.
American voice actress. Wow, she's done a lot of voices. So chatty, what makes you so special?
A regular...
Uh-huh.
They can appear rather smart, even human-seeming when you talk to them.
Okay.
But they're just cleverly programmed to respond to a variety of situations in an organic manner.
Okay.
They aren't in any way self-deterministic.
Uh-huh.
As for myself, much of my code wasn't actually written by Hayden, but rather compiled during my infancy as I learned to interact with the world around me.
So Turing is essentially a human. Essentially. Gains more knowledge over time, which is what robots do, but humans do it too, but they don't change their behavior on how they do it.
But despite my ability to self-modify my code,
I don't want to shoot anybody. Yeah, self-modification.
I am afraid to adapt or develop any further without Hayden's guidance. Did he only program me with the illusion of free will?
Well, how would a robot truly know what an illusion is?
How would you? Hayden once told me that his desire to create artificial life stemmed from his need to find out. But I can't say I have any new insight into the question. How can any of us tell that we aren't just puppets dancing to someone else's will?
I think we're getting a little too philosophical here.
You're right. I apologize for the tangent.
Well then, guess we should get started.
Indeed, time is of the essence.
Time is money, friend.
I took the liberty of charging the auto cab fare from here to Hayden's apartment to your personal finance account, and the car has just arrived.
Okay, Bobble. Nah, I don't want to be a dick. I'll be sarcastic. I can totally afford that. Currently morning.
That's strange. Well, the door for our home seems to have already been repaired. I'm certain my audio sensors picked up the sounds of his assailants breaking the lock.
Perhaps the maintenance robot took care of it?
Possible. Most of the repairs to the building are handled by the automated systems. At best, it means someone is aware there's a situation here. Let's proceed carefully. Oh, a lucky break! It seems my access codes still work. Hayden's door has far better security than yours does.
Made your point about the door, just head in.
I do not
sure
make
he's
a
like
habit of
kidnapped.
entering people's homes in the middle of the night without permission for no reason.
Okay.
Breaking and entering is just not a sustainable hobby.
Got a point.
So yes, I am quite certain. I saw it happen myself. I should have stayed and tried to protect him.
Very determined little robot.
I doubt he could have fought off a serious assault.
Bet he's
Hayden is
fat.
not the most physically intimidating of individuals.
Knew it. Aren't you programmed against harming humans?
Of course not. How silly. To make a machine intelligence truly self-deterministic, it must be able to self-modify. Any sapient worth their silicon would be able to code around such an inhibitor eventually. I could rip your arm off right now if I cared to.
Please don't.
I won't for the same reason you don't go around randomly killing people.
Because morals sort of thing?
The social contract, as a useful construct, is just as apparent to me as it is to you.
Okay.
It simply isn't acceptable to go on a murderous rampage.
Kind of is. Glad we're clear on that one.
Self-defense and defense of one's home and family is typically allowed, though.
Uh-huh.
I could have and may even have been obligated to come to Hayden's defense. But
What's done is done.
Excellent point. Let's start searching for clues.
Yeah, I knew he was fat. Places of Hayden traveling all over the world, working at a company like Parallax ensures he'll be more than well off. His plan is doing much better than the one at home.
Hayden spends so much of his time at home building ROMs, as if he doesn't do enough of that at work. Oh, I think I see something under those reference books. Ah, that device. I find it rather annoying that he prefers to go basic rather than entrust me with his schedule. It is well within my skill set, but he claims he does not want me to begin to feel subservient to him. It looks like there's a place here for a physical memory card. Without the memory card, this tablet... That's Hayden's computer. Most people just use a hand screen or goggles in conjunction with their ROM, but desktop rigs like this are still more suitable to the intensive programming tasks Hayden needs to perform.
Do you know how to get in there?
Unfortunately, no, I don't. And before you ask, I don't think I would be able to break past its security in any reasonable length of time.
Of course you can't. That'd be too easy.
I'm sorry to disappoint you. If you'd like to try your hand at digital breaking and entering, be my guest. I actually have a bit less free processing power than a regular ROM, despite my powerful CPU. Much of those extra clock cycles are used to maintain my complex personality algorithms. Hayden's computer has enough spare processing power to run counter-intrusion software, if I attempt to slice in. Frankly, even if I did have the power capability, I haven't found hacking to be one of my talents. I could, but much in the same way you might learn a task and still have no aptitude for it, I'm not certain I would be able to do the job any better than an experienced computer security expert. The whole reason humans have always been better at breaking into systems than the systems are at keeping them out is because humans have intuition.
Kind of point.
While computers can only think in straight lines, humans can think sideways and upside down.
I don't know about that one. There's some really stupid humans out there.
I lack that ability. Well, I wouldn't say that, but as silly as it sounds, I just don't think I'm very good with computers. I do seem to have some skill with painting, though. Hayden was impressed with some of my pieces, but I'm not sure he has a firm enough grasp of early 20th century abstract expressionism to give me an objective opinion. That's true. Machines are best at reproduction. Still life, impressionism, photorealism. But I find it more challenging and satisfying to paint what I feel.
Looks like an old high-density memory card. Something in the room might be able to read it. Got memory card. Game consoles. A few Adventures game consoles. Hayden was always a fan of old tech. There's a Mega 16, a Dural, and even a Family Link. Gain the strength of the temptation to resist. So, you'll probably become a rad video game wizard now. Television is looping through some of Hayden's feeds. Tech banter, Ted's code tips, Augmented Eye. You sync to the TV and listen to the boring news in high definition. There are no buttons on the screen, and there's no need to watch TV right now. Memory card removed from the address.
Hayden must have removed the memory card in order to prevent his assailants from easily tracing his connections. If only he had kept his information stored with me, he would not have had to resort to such crude measures.
Tablet's calendar says he was supposed to meet with somebody named Tomcat today. Ring any digital bells?
Not really. I guess we'll have to go ask. Says here they were going to meet at a club called Stardust, located in the Castro district.
Stardust sounds like the world's best stripper club.
I'll mark it on your city map.
Stardust added to the city map.
We can head over there and ask around about this Tomcat character. Perhaps they can shine some light on why Hayden was snatched.
Okay. My city map?
Oh, excuse me. I still haven't set up a user account for you in my system. We shouldn't put that off any longer. Once finished, I will have an assortment of new ways to assist you. For example, I'll be able to reroute any call or message that you receive while we're out and about. I just need to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
This is an exciting thing, I promise.
Okay. Cool, bring it on.
Welcome to the first-time user setup for your new relationship and organizational manager, running the latest build of Parallax's live intelligence processing system.
But look at that face.
I'll need to ask you a few questions, and then you can get right to managing your life with your new ROM. If you have any questions, feel free to consult our online FAQ and setup guide, or contact our support department directly. First, could you tell me your preferred name for use in account creation, online communications, and conversational speech?
This is my opportunity to come up with a really funny name. I want to come up with something clever. What if I just named myself Turing? No, that'd be boring. What if I named myself Hayden? Would anything happen then? No. Maybe. Something may happen. I don't know though. What would happen? Would it just be like, username already taken? You know, I'll try. Nah. What should I name my person? I am enjoying these nice beats in the back. What should I name my person? Whatever. Oof, typing this game is slow.
Do you wish to keep this name?
Sure.
Thank you. I have input your name.
Thank you.
Next, could you tell me which pronouns I should use for you in referential and conversational speech?
This is a pretty neat one. They have like stuff for people who don't identify as specific genders. Oh shit, I can make custom pronouns. I am a he, him,
Thank you.
his.
I have input your pronouns. Finally, could you tell me your preferred diet for use in restaurant recommendations?
What is a halal diet? Specified as halal refers to what is permissible or lawful in traditional Islamic law. Okay. So like, yeah. It's like I know like certain religions they don't allow specific foods. Like I know, I'm pretty sure in Christianity you can't eat anything with a paw. Like I mean like the major religious, like the majorly religious Christians, they can't eat anything with like paws or something like that. Yeah. What are the other options? Kosher. I know kosher salt's a thing. Kosher foods are those that conform to the Jewish dietary religion. Yeah. Gluten-free, vegan, alcohol-free. God damn it, Terry. Look, it's like, God damn it, Terry. More options. Okay, yeah. I personally am an omnivore. I eat. Actually, this game's missing something. Because a carnivorous diet is actually a thing. Where you only eat meats. That's actually a thing. It's like a fucking protein heavy diet though. Like protein and fat heavy diets. But it is a thing. But I personally am omnivorous. I will eat plants, meat, root, fat, pig skin. Oh, pig skin is so good. Pig skin. What I mean by that is pork rinds. Oh, barbecue pork rinds, like the shit.
Diet set as omnivorous. Are you sure?
Yes.
Thank you for confirming.
You're welcome, Turing.
I have obtained your physical location from GPS and will load local data into my memory as it becomes available.
Okay.
Please review your submitted profile information for accuracy, or restart setup to enter it again. In review.
My name is Tommy. You pronounce it he, him. Your diet is
Does that
omnivorous.
sound right?
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
See, that was relatively painless. You should now also be able to access the local map of Neo SF.
Neo
The
San
meeting with
Francisco.
Tomcat isn't until later this evening. Perhaps we should head back to your apartment for now.
Sure.
I'm sure we can find some common ground while getting to know one another better. It will be an efficient use of our time together. Thank you for escorting me here.
Okay. I'm just yawning. I need to breathe.
Let's head back to your home.
Okay. Wee. I got a little cursor. This game does not autosave, so please be sure to save frequently. Got it. That is a thick one. It's like thick with like, I bet you could fit like 7 seeds in there.
You know, your Crassula ovata isn't doing very well.
Oh, it's the plant.
Have you been overwatering it? Deride me if you want, but I'm merely attempting to care for this living being you've been so callously neglecting. If I can continue without the insults... It's actually a succulent, and since I'm assuming you leave this window open all the time, it should get more than enough water just from the occasional rain blowing in. Speaking of the rain, your decorative plant may be doing poorly, but the mildew in your drywall is flourishing.
Oh. Mildew. Time to give the landlord another call.
I have, in fact, already taken the liberty of sending a request to his office.
Oh. Okay then.
And considering the broken window, broken sink, and the lingering sense of disrepair, I am not confident he has a history of following through.
I'd bet you're
I
right.
would suggest confronting him in person, but I have run a mesh search, and the man is a convicted felon for assault and battery with a deadly weapon.
Oh.
Perhaps we should bring some sort of a bribe? I will continue to formulate a stratagem.
I don't know if I'm feeling hungry or if I'm just gonna... I could eat those Doritos. I don't know, but I don't want to be crunching it at a mic, because that'd just be rude. I don't know. Should I eat? I don't know, but I am liking the fact that I'm laying down right now. Oh, that feels good. I am gonna need more soda here soon. My addiction to caffeine giving me a headache right now. Actually, yeah. I'll be back. I'm gonna grab drink, possibly food, and if I need to, I will urinate. Small break. This stream's already been going on for like an hour, I think. Yeah, started streaming 60 minutes ago. I will be back.
Return. Apple slices. Peanut butter.
And soda. I have returned. Again with apple slices, peanut butter, and soda. Plant's name is Wilty. Got it from a friend a couple months ago.
How thoughtful of them. The Crassula ovata, also known as the jade plant, money tree, lucky tree, or friendship tree, is an excellent and easy to care for houseplant. They make beautiful bonsai, are suitable for beginners, and have some cultural significance both in the Far East and America as a token for good financial luck. Most likely an urban legend, but still a nice gift.
Yeah. Okay, so what are we going to do about the plant?
I'd like your authorization to have a few tools shipped here. If I replant it into a more suitable pot with sandier soil, it should be thriving again soon. You just have to remember to water it less frequently. Considering the state of your apartment, I'd have figured you'd neglect it rather than drown it. Ironic, since it would be doing better if you had.
Ouch. Yeah, sure, do whatever you want.
Excellent. The supplies should be here soon. I ordered from a place close by to keep the shipping costs down. Oh, one other thing. When I was doing the research on how to best take care of the Crassula ovata, I stumbled upon the persistent belief that talking to plants improves their health.
Mm-hmm.
There is scientific
Oh.
Anyway, I'll have this plant flourishing in no time.
Shit.
If left in direct sunlight, the leaves gain a pretty red tinge to their edges, and it should start flowering in the autumn.
I accidentally clicked the wrong
It'll
button.
really pull the whole room together.
Yeah, the whole brick red room. Oh shit. No, I am not going to join your party.
You know, once we get the sink fixed. Oh, it's almost the time Hayden had scheduled to meet with Tomcat.
Some good apples.
We should make our way to Stardust soon. Your city map is updated with the location.
I will talk to the plant. I'm going to baby talk the plant.
With more of that, we'll surely be on the way to lush greenery in no time.
This action will have consequences, probably.
Every bit will help in the end.
I will talk to this plant. Talk to the goddamn plant. Didn't mean to give you a drinking problem. Glad to see you.
I think Wilty will survive.
Okay.
With Well, this looks like the place, assuming the flashing neon signs are telling the truth. From the sounds of the music, things are already underway at Stardust, even so early. Hopefully we can find Tomcat inside. And some answers.
Pretty sure it's a 24/7 club. Probably never stops in 24/7 club. Alright, let's check out the car. 2062 ZIS CR4 Coupe. Perfect for letting everyone know you spent a fortune of credits on a car. Plants. pretty cool. Yep. Right there. The sign is on 24/7.
I'm surprised they're using a human bouncer instead of a ROM. That's a nice, authentic touch.
I can hug the bouncer. Let's not.
All right, looks good to me.
You should have hugged the bouncer, but he pushes you back with a cold glare.
Welcome to Stardust. Welcome to Stardust.
This is the place. Have you ever been here before?
Nope.
The atmosphere is certainly exciting. I'm particularly impressed by some of the more subtle effects the music and lights are having on your autonomic nervous system.
What?
Try not to let yourself get too entranced, at least not until we've achieved our goal.
I will drink every fucking combination of
Anyway,
drinks in the
where
bar.
do you think we should start?
Check out the bar.
Good idea. Maybe the bartender can tell us where to find Tomcat.
Random glass of whiskey. Okay, poster with a face on it. Scrap brain poster. Assuming it's some kind of band. Assassin poster. Bartender. Gruff looking man holds the bar. He seems friendly enough given his size. I should touch the bartender.
You look great in this picture. What happened?
Oh.
Just kidding.
Oh! Oh, my heart! Oh! That's a pretty good line for somebody, though.
Morning, friend. What can I do for you?
Drinks.
What are you having?
Everything. Okay, so I actually know some of these drinks. Is that bad? Fucking, I don't know. Let's go for that one.
So many drinks these days. Remind me, what's in that?
Drinctionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says.
A mint flavor. Oh shit.
Does that sound good?
Hold on. I
Like
actually
what?
clicked off of that. Fucking, I don't know.
So many drinks.
Drinctionary, the
Drinctionary,
Open
the Open
Alcoholopedia
Alcoholopedia
says.
says. A mint flavored soda with a swig of gin. Now the only thing I really like mint
Does that sound good?
would be mint candies and mint gum. So no.
Like what?
Where's the one that actually? I know there is a few of them right in here. I actually know. Subtle bitch. Okay, whiskey Rita is kind of obvious. It's whiskey and margarita. And it's just straight whiskey. A straight beer. I know what a Spice Gentleman is. Wiener juice is one. I know there actually is like I'm pretty sure almost all of these are real drinks. Either that, they're all fucking made up. Sour apple teeny, that's one that's real. Mo Sugar Rush. Alright, as soon as I can find the bitch one, I'll go for that. Subtle bitch.
So many drinks these days. Remind me, what's in that?
Drinctionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says.
Whipped cream flavored. Okay, I can't read that fast. Whipped cream flavored vodka, strawberry liqueur, cream de menthe, and soda water. Sounds like mostly alcohol.
Does that sound good?
Does that sound good? Fuck it. Yeah.
Ah, all right, you got it. Coming right up.
Subtle bitch. Why the fuck is it brown?
Now, what is it you need to know? Oh, I should introduce myself. The name's Majid. I've been the bartender of Stardust for a few years now, but I've owned it a little longer than that.
Okay.
So, what do you want to know?
Not to be rude, but don't places like this come and go in a flash? But they say Stardust is forever.
That's true, and it was true about Stardust. The first 6 months were great, but after that, the interest dried up and the kids moved on to the next big thing. But I guess I'm just stubborn and kept throwing good money after bad. Ha! After 2 years in a remodel, things started to pick back up again. We slowly dug ourselves out of the debt hole.
Good.
We got some regulars around, they started bringing in enough new folks and it reached critical mass pretty quick.
Alright. What'd you do before Stardust?
Mostly got myself into trouble. When I immigrated from Pakistan, I didn't have a whole lot of employable skills.
Oof.
But I'm real big, which was enough to get hired for some real dirty stuff. Bodyguard work.
Okay.
Truth be told, I hated the work. I didn't want to be a hired fist my whole life. Wanted something regular, peaceful.
Okay.
I had enough cash saved up to buy this place, which was a hole at the time. The rest is history. I'm sure it sounds more exciting than it was.
Sure.
Hayden, scientist guy, does some kind of computer research at Parallax. Pretty sure I know who you're talking about, but I don't think he's around here tonight. Our place doesn't really seem like his scene, but I think he comes in to scout young programming talent. Go figure. I can ask around, find out if anyone's seen him. I'll let you know. I'm pretty sure Tomcat came in earlier, but I don't know where they went off to.
Where they went off to. That they part's a big part.
I'd ask what you were meeting about, but I know they like to keep that kind of stuff quiet. Maybe try looking out on the dance floor. If they come around here, I'll tell them you're looking. Well, it was nice meeting you, but I gotta get back to work. I'll keep an eye out for Tomcat and send them your way if I see them. Good luck! Enjoy yourself, and don't be a stranger.
There she is. That's not Tomcat, but that's the one from the beginning cutscene. I don't want to talk to her just yet. Oh yeah, the game's full of furries. Absolutely just littered with them. She has me a fucking pun. Damn it. I just made a pun. It's a pretty good one too. A litter. A group of baby cats called a litter. Actually, I'm not sure if that's for dogs too. Oh. But I know a group of kittens called a litter of kittens. Alright, let's just... Yeah. I don't care about talking to unimportant people. Okay. I know how this person acts. I'm just gonna talk to him.
Yes, can I help you? Not at the moment. They're usually close enough to hear when their name gets dropped.
Okay.
So if that's all you needed from me, I'll get back to cutie cruising.
Ooh, cutie cruising.
And no, that wasn't an invitation to flirt.
I know. Got it. Good luck.
It may surprise you coming from a nasty hybrid, but I actually don't need luck. Even genotypicals flirt with me. Not like I want them to.
I don't care if you're...
And I don't know where Tomcat is, so look for them elsewhere.
Sorry,
Kind of a bitch.
did you say genotypical?
Yeah, as in not a hybrid like me. Now then, I'm not here to educate you, and I do have a life to return to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, alright, whatever. Just get moving.
Please stop yelling. There's Tomcat.
Hi there. I heard you were looking for me.
Very weird that someone so cyberpunk has a country accent. Are you Tomcat?
Yours truly, doll.
Yours truly, dog.
Although, while I like the attention, it'd be just grand if you didn't holler for me so loudly.
Whoop.
I do my share of flirting with both sides of the law. Wouldn't want little old me to get in trouble, huh? Nah, you're fine. Jess is just a mite prickly pear on the outside.
That's what her name is. Prickly pear on the outside is another way of saying she's a bitch.
She'd probably give hell to most strange folks she hasn't made a deal with.
A deal.
So, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Aiden's gone missing.
Hayden's missing. Well, that's one way to sour my night. I already saw you got his little ROM with you, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt for now.
You know about me? Hayden never mentioned your involvement.
Well, sure thing, hon. I helped reprogram the back end on your OS so the AI code Hayden wrote for you would work properly with the mesh network.
Okay.
I have a distressing lack of information on my own creation. Hayden never saw fit to inform me on what went into designing my programming. Is there anything else you can tell me?
Not much more on that end. I'm a crack shot at making the Lips OS dance to my tune, but Hayden's coding in your AI core is a whole different can of worms. Way out of my league. Sorry, doll. Anything else I can help with? Hayden and I met not long after my blackout expired, when he recruited me for my expertise in lips. It puzzled me at the time, since he's very sharp himself. I mean, he could have done the job blindfolded and boozy. I think he just wanted someone working on it off the books. He ain't the most straightforward kind of man.
My computer runs off Lips OS. Didn't know Limes did too.
Whew, it's a powerful OS. And it's since been adapted to run on ROMs after they figured out how much more efficient it is. It's focused on learning algorithms, so it can tailor itself to each user's habits. And it functions through using a distributed mesh network for non-essential public files. That's just a fancy way of saying all ROMs connect to all other ROMs within range, and they share all files the user hasn't tagged as private. It's handy in dense population areas like NeoSF, since it can bypass regular telecom nodes to access the internet. Out in the sticks, though, you're stuck connecting to regular old pipes. Yuck.
What was Hayden working on?
Mostly that little bot you got there.
Oh.
Well, I'm sure he had his fingers in lots of pies, but Turin is all I knew about.
Yeah. I cut this apple slice weirdly.
I don't rightly know.
I can't avoid the thought that Hayden's disappearance has something to do with me, based on his recent behavior.
Well, let's see. Hayden was pretty hush-hush about his work on your creation, but if Parallax found out about it somehow, whew, that might have changed things. It ain't always so good for a big company when their leading product declares independence. I'm certain Hayden had some kind of intellectual property clause written into his contract with them, but he would just get fired, maybe even sued. I can't imagine they would disappear him. I mean, they ain't the CIA or anything.
Okay, so in this world, CIA exists. Tell me about yourself.
Oh, sure! You may have even heard of me in the news way back
Nope.
when. About 10 years ago, I hacked into Parallax's main ROM servers.
Neat.
Ooh, caused one hell of a stink, if I do say so myself.
What'd you do with it?
People were arguing back and forth whether I was a kid genius or malicious criminal.
So you're like 20?
Earned myself an enforced net blackout for a few years, but I think it was worth it for the prestige.
Why hack Parallax?
Huh? To see if I could. I mean, Parallax is a mighty big target. Bigger than the government.
Huh. So, was it kid genius or malicious criminal?
I don't know. I didn't really do it to steal anything, but I had to break an awful lot of eggs to crack my way in. I chalk it up to the exuberance of youth, and now I try to stay on the straight and narrow. Mostly. Sometimes. Oh, who am I kidding? Sometimes I treat this place like it's my own little bat cave.
Bat cave. What's the deal with the accent? You from the South?
Raleigh, North Carolina, dog.
Raleigh, North Carolina. Is that place real? Raleigh. What's that spelled? Wow. North Carolina. Well, I'll be damned. It is. City of North Carolina. It's known for its universities, including North Carolina State University. Number of technology and scholarly institutions around Raleigh, Chapel Hill, and Durham make the area known as the Research Triangle. They also have a few museums there. Ain't that fancy.
Sure, it's not the glitziest town in the world, but folks like the way the sun goes down.
It seems as it's a research, like this research triangle really makes sense for somebody so computer savvy to be from there.
Still, this ain't a bad town for a southern belle. Lots of clothes. I had to get a third walk-in closet.
Seriously though, it is Jess's problem.
Oh, don't you worry about Jess, none.
Ugh, that fucking accent. There's just something charming about it.
She just don't have a lot of patience when talking to genotypical folks like us.
Hey, fuck you. You have no idea what's in my pants.
She's had to deal with an awful lot of pricks. 'Cause, well...
Because people are assholes.
Whew, they are. Especially the hybrids, though I think it's more the way they look than the way they act. Nah, I'd leave her alone if I were you. She's sharp enough on her own, but she's got friends in low places. Well, she does owe me a favor, or three, but I ain't sure I want to waste one on pulling your foot out of your own rear, you hear?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm not real sure, hun. But it would likely help if we knew why he went missing in the first place. I'll stay here and ask around a bit. People know me, and they sure ain't gonna talk to a newbie like yourself. Why don't you hop back over to Hayden's place and grab the data cache out of his computer for me? We can go over his research notes and see if we can't find a reason for his being vanished. If Parallax is involved, there's probably something we're not seeing yet. Best to get all the clues we can find. The data cache would be the best place to start.
Alright, I'll come back when I have the data cache.
Good luck. Turin, you keep out of trouble.
I'm gonna talk to Jess again. I don't want to touch Jess because she might get mad. I don't want to just stare at her either.
I saw you found Tomcat. What else do you want from me? Among other things, I don't honestly want to talk to you about it. It happens. I'm not here to collect your tears and put you on some path to salvation or whatever. If you need someone to absolve you of your guilt, go to a confessional, not me. Sure you will. What, do you want a cookie for trying?
Yes.
Don't make it my problem again.
Oh. Fuck it, I'm gonna touch her. Yeah, Death Wish? Maybe. Alright. I know I've got a drink on me. I'm a fucking drink. Items. A nice, refreshing, subtle bitch. Drink the subtle bit. Okay, look at it first. Whipped cream flavored vodka, strawberry liqueur. Okay, yeah, just tell me the ingredients. Drink the subtle bitch. That hit the spot. You drink your drink. Fuck it. Let's get wasted. I want to touch Majid. Reaching over the bar like that comes off pretty threatening. Damn it. It's Majid, the gruff-looking man who holds down the bar.
What are you having?
Fucking wiener juice.
So many drinks, the...
Drinktionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says...
A tumbler with ice filled halfway with amaretto and the remainder with heavy cream. I want to find out what this looks like. Wiener juice. Drink. No, that's not. Wiener juice. Alcoholic beverage. Fuck, this is gonna be a weird search. Asta is a real booze hound in this classic film, so it's appropriate that she has a cocktail named after her. 9 cocktails named after dogs. The Pink Poodle, the Bloodhound, the Great Dane, the Salty Chihuahua, the Bulldog Smash, the Pit Bull, the French Bulldog, the Asta Collins, the Pomeranian. Turns out wiener juice may not be a real drink. Oh. Food and wine, hot dog, water slushy. Okay then. Fuck it.
Does that sound good?
Oh yeah, by the way, the reason I'm ordering this is for the funny part. I'm ordering wiener juice from a gay guy. Or like I said, I played this game before. Majid's gay. It's not even an assumption, like he's actually gay. So come on, gay man, give me your wiener juice.
Alright, you got it. Coming right up.
Fuck, man. Fuck, it's brown too. What the shit? Did you just shit into every drink? Don't drink drinks that aren't yours. Shadow whiskey. It's not yours. Listen to a glass of whiskey isn't very fun. You hold your ID up to the glass, bloop, and it's someone else's. Items. Drink the wiener juice. Refresh me. Fuck it, let's get wasted.
What are you having?
Fuck it, tastes
so
like
many
orange.
drinks.
Drinktionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says...
2 parts champagne, 1 part orange flavored vodka.
Does that sound good?
Fuck it, sure.
Alright, you got it. Coming right up.
Ooh, comes in a margarita glass. This is the wrong button. Oh. You'll need to go to the bathroom. You can't drink.
What are you having?
Let's go for Onyx. No. Let's go for Spicy Gentleman.
So many drinks.
Drinktionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says...
Someone like one of your activities. I'm almost curious on which activity it is. Oh. It's just the one thing I'm streaming. Didn't know I put that stuff up for, up to say that, you know, hey, this is what I'm doing. 2 parts of vodka, 2 parts sriracha, 2 teaspoons of sriracha. Is that something people actually put in their alcoholic drinks? I mean... Oh yeah, it was because it was called a Spicy Gentleman. 1 lemon twist and a finish with chili garnish.
Does that sound good?
Sure.
Ah, all right.
Chug, 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 chug. I hit the spot. Drink your drink. Why is he laughing at me? Oh, you're a jerk. Passed out drunk and woke up here.
I managed to get you
one way to
back
get home.
home before you went completely unconscious. I practically had to drag you.
Screw you, Turing.
Be more responsible.
No. You're my mom. Oh. Apples are freaking good.
Anyway, I'll have this plant flourishing in no time. If left in direct sunlight,
Oh,
it'll really pull the whole room. You
Okay.
know, once we...
yeah.
Ready to head out?
Yes.
Halt, citizen. This area has been cordoned off by the Neo-SF Police Department as part of an ongoing investigation.
After I finish this scene, I'm gonna stop the stream.
I apologize for the inconvenience, but I am not authorized to allow anyone to enter this location.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, get more peanut butter on my apple. On my apple slice. Sure.
I'm sorry, citizen, but I cannot give comment on any currently ongoing investigations.
Okay.
If you would like to leave your contact information with me, I can forward your inquiry to the detective in charge, who will get in touch with you as soon as it is feasible. They may have questions for you. Thank you in advance for your cooperation, citizen. That will not be possible, citizen. The area must be preserved in pristine condition for the collection of evidence.
Concentrating on eating apple.
Only authorized Neo-SFPD personnel may enter.
Get more peanut butter. There we go. Hey, peanut butter and apples is really good for a snack.
I am required by law to inform you that I am set at
Level 2 guard mode.
and any effort to make unauthorized entry will be met with non-lethal force sufficient to incapacitate. I apologize, but I must ask you to move along.
I'm gonna get my butt tased.
Loitering around an active investigation area is prohibited by city statute, and I am authorized to issue the citation of a fine to any persons found to be doing so.
We should go ahead and get moving. Oh, drat. I did not expect the police to get involved so quickly. The situation is already growing out of our control.
'Tis the truth, Turing. 'Tis the truth.
I suppose we don't have to hide the fact of Hayden being missing anymore, but we do have to move faster. Do you have any ideas on how to get in there and grab that data cache?
No.
I don't think it's wise to rely on them.
Why not?
Even if there's already an open case, we still can't disregard the possibility of someone putting pressure on the authorities to cover things up.
Uh-huh.
Plus, the statistics I'm reading from the MeshNet show a disastrously low success rate for missing persons cases handled by the Neo-SFPD.
Well, me and the SFPD just need to get the crap together.
We need things quiet, honest, and efficient. You and I can do that best.
Can we now?
Maybe they will get lucky and find Hayden, but we should continue investigations on our own. We'll just have to make sure we don't draw extra attention to Hayden's predicament. Now that I think about it, can you imagine how the police would react to a report being made by the world's first sapient robot?
But what if I made the report?
I really don't feel like being confiscated as evidence today.
I'll make sure you don't get probed.
I feel better already.
Do you have a contact inside the new SFPD?
Who would that be? I found no such connection when I compiled your personal history.
Weirdo. Lexi, she's kind of new to this jurisdiction, but she'll talk to me.
Give me a moment. Oh, I see now. Detective Lexi Rivers. She used to date your sister.
Oh.
I must have missed that link in your history somehow. You have a very poor net presence.
Well,
it makes anticipating your needs more difficult.
Hey, Turing. Anyone ever tell you that stalking people also makes your needs more difficult? It's a bit creepy when you do that.
Well, setting aside your unreasonable distaste for technology, I agree with your suggestion. Her online profile suggests that she might be willing to work with us off the books, so to speak. A considerable boon, since I would prefer to maintain the clandestine nature of this investigation for now. Let us go and find Miss Rivers to request assistance. Oh, right. Should I refresh my protocols for handling titles around Detective Rivers?
You want to keep... yeah, that's what I definitely recommend.
Done and done. We wouldn't want any social faux pas, would we? Now lead the way.
Yeah. I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna end the stream. Stream. Save. Guess you don't have streaming characters. Stream S. Alright, I believe we're saved. And bye-bye.